Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to attempt this foundation review again. I've got the mic on today, so it should be okay. But before we get started with that, I just want to let you know that it's important that you have a clean face when you do your foundation. I make sure that I maintain and scrub my face to keep all the dead skin off. And also it gives it a more flawless application. Okay, so my skincare routine I start off with is I use the Kate Somerville Eradicate Face Wash. As you can see, Milani has left me with some damage, and they've got some good products, but that foundation just tore my skin up. So I wash it with that. And then when I'm done, if I'm scrubbing or peeling, I like to use the Bliss Micro Magic scrub. The scrub it's almost like sandpaper, but it's not super abrasive. So you get a good scrub off of it, and it smells like mint. I love it. I do that twice a week. And if I don't scrub, I'll peel. Oh, I used to love the Brazilian peel. I cannot find it anywhere. I don't think they make it anymore. But I was addicted to that. I remember when I was at Sephora, I would exchange all my gratis for one of those or the Dr. Brandt oxygen mask. I love that. But right now I'm using the ordinary AHA, BHA peeling solution. I don't like to use that too much because it's got a little bit of salicylic acid in it, and just a little tiny bit irritates my face. Oh, and backing up to face wash, I always use a Clarisonic. I use the deep pore cleansing brush head because I tend to get oily and clogged. I get very clogged, so this is fantastic. What is with these hairs? Once you've used one of these, you don't go back to manual cleaning. And once you've used it one time, you'll know exactly why. And I will tell you that if you've never used one before and you go get one and you use it and you start breaking out, that is completely normal. It's just kind of pulling out all that stuff out of your skin. But keep at it, because eventually it does get clear. It does get clear. So after that, when you scrub or peel your face, you want to make sure you replenish that moisture for that lipid barrier in your skin. I like to use the bio oil because it's got some vitamin A in it, and when I get a pimple, it stays red that spot stays red for like a year. This helps fade that out. It also is good for fine lines and gives you really amazing. I don't even use like a moisturizer anymore. I just use that oil. And if I need more, I do my Algenist moisturizer, but usually that's too heavy, and I tend to get like, not breakout, but like one random cystic pimple. Anyway, my eye cream, I'm still on it. I like the Rock Retinol Correction Eye Cream. I love retinol. It's the best thing for skin. Yeah, my skin loves it. I don't know. So I do that under the eyes. It gives it a lot of hydration under the eye. Haven't really noticed anything diminishing because I don't think it can without surgery. But whatever. Maybe one day. So at the end of the day, when I take off my makeup, I always wash my face. I never sleep in my makeup. So I will get a Neutrogena or an Almay or some kind of wipe, and I'll wipe the whole, I won't do the eye area, but I'll do the whole face area. And I make sure all the makeup is off. Usually one's enough, because then I go back and I double duty with the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cooling Makeup Remover. And I'll do that all over the face, but it really gets all the dirt out of there. And it gets all your waterproof mascara. It just melts in. You just rub. It feels so good. It's the best cleansing oil. If you are not a big fan of doing 1,000 steps, I get it. It's okay. You can rinse that and leave it be, because it actually is a cleansing oil. But I don't. I still like to follow up with my my little Clarisonic, because I like to make sure it's all out of there. And then I'll never use the Milani foundation again. So with that being said, now we're going to go into the foundation review. I did one yesterday, like I said, but there was no... I didn't turn on the mic. Oops. So I'm going to go in with a... Well, actually, let me back it up. You can do... I'm going to do it with a sponge today. But you can do it with like one of these brushes. This is from Tarte. Or the Real Techniques brush, like that. These denser brushes you're going to get more coverage out of. I also like this Hourglass, which I will probably do maybe tomorrow. But this one is so soft. I almost don't want to use it. It's so soft. Or you can do one of these. I do foundations, powders, brushes, bronzers, blah, 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 blah with it. You can. On myself, I like 10,000 brushes, but when I'm doing clients, I like using just one, maybe two face brushes. You really, honestly, I try to keep it to maybe 5 brushes for the whole face. You don't need a plethora of brushes unless you just don't like to clean them daily, and then you can just grab for more, and I'm looking at all my brushes, and that's my problem. I have a lot of brushes, but I won't get rid of them because they're so good. So, but today I love the finish. This one right here won't give you a full coverage, but it'll be a little bit more airbrushed. This one will give you a nice skin-like finish. The others, they will give you with a full coverage. So, I'm going to... Oh, I don't want to put it on the back of my hand again. Ugh. Well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a primer. I'm not happy with my skin right now. And I'm sure it is not happy with me either. So I'm going to take some of that. I already did my eyes. You guys can watch me do my brows because I got a new brow pencil I'm going to try. It's from Wet n Wild. They're making a lot of those micro pencils. And my brows are so dark that I don't really have to be super precise on the color of it. Yeah, there you go. I did the Carrez Greek Yogurt Primer. I love this one too. I'm very funny. A lot of primers don't work. Some primers do work. That's one that does. The NYX Honeydew Me Up works with that as well. What was that? The NARS Oil Free Primer worked really well. And I think that was about it. But if you think primers don't work, you haven't found the right primer. Because when you do find it, you'll see why it works. So I just suggest that you just keep on trying. So now I'm going to take the Super Stay from Maybelline out of the drugstore. I think it's $10. I can't remember. So I'm going to put some on I'm going to put one pump on the back of my hand. A lot comes out of that pump. I'm going to take the bottom of my sponge. I'm going to try. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Oh, my sponge is also damp. I always dampen the sponge. Left and tap, tap, tap up here. The reason why I don't like putting it on the back of my hand is because it's already gone. Like, your skin absorbs a lot of it. So, this does go down to a matte finish. And by the way, don't ever wear your foundation. Don't wear your makeup for 24 hours. Unless it's an emergency kidnap situation and you just don't have a choice where you cannot wash your face. So I'm going to do another pump. Oh, it's so bad on this one side. And this gives a really good coverage. When I did it yesterday, I didn't have to cover up hardly any. I didn't have to add a whole lot of extra. I'm not too worried about putting under here because I'm going to do concealer. And for me, I don't do concealer and foundation. I just have some left. Ooh, 2 pumps. My skin must be getting better.